Hello. Our team is Strawberry Productions, and we worked on the short Space Fairies 2 Blended. I'm Vinny Shannon. This is
Grace.
My name is Imogen.
yeah. Those are my teammates. And this is a PowerPoint we have prepared about our
Animation.
our process behind our animation, and also our animation. Um, so So we have early planning. These are concepts that I had done of the original layout of our story, just leaning down basic ideas of characters and such, um, and how we would have handled community in our original draft. That being, we had two teams that were a community of sorts. Um, but then we had to do a lot of cutting to get around crunch time and just the lack of time we had. We got rid of a majority of the characters, 6 I believe, and just landed on these 4. And we rearranged our theme to be more so about two teams coming together to form a community. Um, to reformat our idea in a more easily animated way that wouldn't have taken a longer time. Just cutting corners and things. Here is a look at the models for the characters done by Imogen, um, of all 4 of the characters that we had chosen for animation. Textures were done by me. I guess the highlight that I would point out is that I did the faces. Most of everything else was just basic materials. We also have the characters' names, which I don't think are ever said in the animation.
That's very true. It's not. It's
Yeah.
not an animation.
Rigging. So the original basic rigging was done by Grace. You have any comments to say about that? Hard.
Very
Yeah.
hard, yes.
Yeah. Imogen had also helped a little bit with the rigging.
Yeah, it was a difficult process.
Yeah, it seemed very difficult. That was one of our biggest struggles with this animation, I'd say. That and time, a lot of crunch time, while the rigging was done in about 1 week. But still, we got what we could.
I think Grace did a really good job putting it all together.
Yes, Grace did a very good job bringing everything together with the rigging, and getting all that down. So this is environment. The original idea of things being in space was something that I had come up, I think. And then all of the environment was mostly designed and modeled by Imogen, and then some extra assets like planets and such were done by Grace.
And a very cool rocket ship.
And a very cool rocket ship. And here are many photos of the environment. A lot of it you will not see, but it's still a very cool environment. It's just a cool environment. Animation concepting. So these are concepts that I had drawn, and around the end of our time, Imogen had suggested that we do a more different animation than what we had planned. One that simulated video game gameplay, which I thought was a very fun idea that would have been maybe a bit easier to animate, hopefully. And it did get across the story that we were trying to tell. That being, our story is supposed to be a cutscene, or currently now a little chunk, of a fake video game sequel to a video game franchise.
From the 2000s.
From the 2000s. That doesn't exist. And animating. The animating was also done by Imogen. Do you have anything much to say about your process?
Yeah, so it was a long process. It definitely was interesting to do. It was something I haven't really done before. And it was very funny to see what each character could and couldn't do
Yeah.
in the animation.
Yeah. I think there was a lot of like people getting out of their comfort zone in this project, which happens, but I think everybody worked very well with all of that, as best as they could, with getting out of their comfort zone, doing things that they hadn't done a lot this year, like character modeling, rigging, all of that. Um, and I think it all came together in like well, we did everything that we could have done, and I'm very happy with our turnout, even if it's the way that it is. Because, like I said, I think everybody did a good job getting out of their comfort zone and doing new things in the environment. So, play video.
Mhm.